All right, we're back. Jesse's back. So I'm about to re-roll to a chieftain, which I said I wouldn't do, but I just can't stay away. It's my true love. But before I re-roll into a chieftain, I thought I would show off my meme build that I think it overperformed considering how janky the scaling options are for this setup. I was playing a Anomalous Dark Pact, Arcanist brand skeleton trigger skill, and I'll show it in action. Now, the truth is that what ended up sinking this build, like literally the main reason I chose to reroll is that my Animate Guardian died. Which is not just, sorry, I was doing some testing, which is not just a tragedy because it was expensive. It's also a tragedy because it was a slap in the face of, hey, this is the real way that minions work. This is how minions really play out. You're in Delve, and you have no idea what kills you, and you have no idea what kills your Animate Guardian. So, better luck next time, sucker! That's basically how I felt. I was mega sad about it, still am really sad about it, kind of bitter about it. Okay, but let's move on here. Alright, so we have level 29 summon skeletons from our... We don't even have a level 3 in power. But yeah, honestly, skeleton life from this is not that much. It's like 12,000. We have a 100% chance to avoid ailments. I feel like I'm missing something here. What? Oh, brand recall. Right.
Just need a moment.
Was this the setup we were using? I think so. Herald of Agony because we're poisoning, because why not? Let's see. Are we missing anything else? We need our Cyclone. We need our brand. Yeah, I think we're good. I was doing a bunch of testing yesterday. This is why my skill gems are all out of whack. Alright. Tier 16, Ashen Wood. Just alch-and-go real quick. Reflects don't matter to us because we are a... because we're a poison build, so who cares about Reflect, right? Let's do an Essence. And let's do a temple. So what this build is, basically, is that you use Arcanist brand and you start spawning skeletons, and then the Anomalous, theoretically, Awakened Chain plus Anomalous means that our poisons, well, we have a 100% chance to poison because we're Assassin, and we have good base crit chance because we're Assassin as well. So we're using Cast on Critical Strike with Awakened Chain. I did kind of steal this idea, but the Anomalous part of the idea was my own invention. Anomalous Dark Pact is extremely inexpensive, and so I thought, like, alright, it can't possibly be that hard to scale minion life. But it turns out it's not a good league for it, because they just nerfed minion life. So, like, my level 29, you know, skeleton life, plus I have all these clusters, too. That's the other crazy thing. It's like I have all these clusters that, you know, I feel like I should be... The minion life should be better than it is, but it's really kind of bad. And the whole point of Anomalous Dark Pact is using the minion life as the damage. Where are... I can't even see where the essences are. This is the problem with Path of Exile right now. Like, what the frick? Where is it? Where is... well, you can't see anything. Who's attacking me? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. The build is pretty defensive because I'm running Grace and Determination. And then Herald of Agony, obviously. I have a Malevolence on standby that I just never could figure out how to slot in. And I'm using Eldritch Battery because that seems to be like the flavor of the league, or yeah, the flavor of the patch. Trying to get like mana cost stuff is just such a pain in the ass. And like everyone is using Inquisitor, Eldritch Battery, just because it's so comfy and convenient. No one wants to like actually harass the... I mean, like having to get minus mana cost on every single jewelry slot is such a pain in the ass. It's so annoying. Like no one wants to deal with it. So I think I might go Eldritch Battery for my Chieftain build. Just because, like, you know, it's that good, I guess. I thought I picked an Alva. Am I stupid? Where are my Alva temples at? Whatever. I don't put any effort into making my lakes good. I literally just like click random buttons. I don't want to read stuff. This is the problem with the reason I don't like Heist and Expedition and a couple things. It's like anything that requires that I like think at all. Pass. Hard pass. So Harvest is just really really good this league. Or I mean really profitable. Because all the rich boys are buying the harvest currency. Our Plague Bearer is pretty good. Like, it goes pretty fast. Or, I mean, it charges up pretty fast. Oh god, don't die. So, like, for alch-and-go T16s, you can see this build is like... It's alright, I mean, it's okay, It's not, like, amazing. The damage really is not that good. I mean, so we're using an Awakened Chain. So we literally have, like, the base damage of Anomalous Dark Pact plus 12% of our skeleton life. Whoop, I died. Plus 12% of our skeleton life. And it's still, I think it's, like, maybe, like, 112,000 per including poison. Like, even when we stack the duration with the Assassin Ascendancy. So I think, like, our damage is topping out at, like, maybe a couple million. Maybe not even that much, honestly. Oh shit, this is a Lunaris touch. What? Is that one of the good ones? I guess. Give me an Exalted Orb. I think I just didn't click the Alva mission thing either. I feel like an idiot. I mean, this is a great showcase because it shows that this build is actually not that tanky. Or that I just don't dodge mechanics. Okay. What else is there to say about this build? I guess at the end of this, I'll go to the skill tree, and we'll take a glance at what's going on there. Oh god, don't die. I really need to get in the habit of using my Veiled Molten Shell more often. I have regular Molten Shell on left click, which I do that for a lot of builds, but it may not be that practical. It might be better just to like actually try to time when things hit you. But I really don't dodge. I'm a low APM gamer. I have low, like, I can't dodge abilities. I can't see when abilities are hitting me. Alright, this is fine. I don't care enough. Okay. Alright, so, we're using the Divine Flesh keystone here with our Glorious Vanity, and we're getting some withered stacks from Ritual of Shadows, which is a pretty big deal. I think if you don't have this, you don't get nearly as much damage. Plus, we got a little chaos damage leached as life, which is not really that important, because what's actually important is, where's my Watcher's Eye? Life on hit with Vitality. The reason that this is good is because we're hitting so often. We're a cast on crit, and we have Awakened Chain. So we'll go through the gems real quick. Awakened Chain, Phantasmal Cyclone, so we just don't get stunned. which is pretty convenient. Anomalous Dark Pact, sacrificing 12% of our skeleton life. Now, once I get an Ashes of the Stars, which I've been kind of saving for, but I've been kind of putting it off at the same time and buying other stupid shit, but that'll get us to sacrifice 13% of skeleton life, which should be a little better. We have our level 3 enhance, increase crit strikes, and then awaken cast on crit strike. So there you have it. We're using this super overpowered armor piece, the Diallas Malefaction, which I think I'm going to actually just give this to my new character. I'm going to give this chest piece to the chieftain just because it's really good. It's really interesting too. Avoiding elemental ailments, which is cool. We've been using this since like level 75, and like I just never got rid of it. It's fine. It's not amazing. It's really cheap. If you really want a cheap amulet, it's pretty good. And I was too lazy to get a despair on hit. I mean, there are a lot of other upgrades I could make to this build, but I opted for the crit chance harvest enchant for my hits can't be evaded cast on crit weapon. And +1 level of all minion skill gems shouldn't be that expensive either for a helmet. And then I mean, this is not even a very good helmet, honestly. I just threw a bunch of essences at it. And then the +3 max to chaos resistance fracture is also, I don't think it's that expensive either. And this is another example of a piece of gear that I literally just threw essences on. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the regenerate 150 energy shield per second. While a rare or unique enemy is nearby, this is how we solve mana problems, because this build is extremely mana hungry. Dark Pact is not a cheap, not an inexpensive spell to cast, but most importantly is that skeletons themselves are also not that cheap to cast. And if you use your Arcanus brand, there's some Arcanus brand for you, and you hit your brand recall, which, where is my brand recall? I don't know. It actually casts when you hit brand recall the skeletons, which is kind of useful if you want to spawn skeletons before your Arcanus brand actually hits a monster. I also been delving with this build a little bit, and it's been okay. But yeah, the build was better when it had the Animate Guardian. I had a Kingmaker and all these other good gear pieces on the Animated Guardian, and it got destroyed in Delve, and I have no idea what killed it, and I'm super sad about it. But so I'm re-rolling. All that to say, I'll put a POB in the description, I guess, but honestly, this build is like, as far as meme builds go, I put a lot of time and effort into this build, and so it's like, it's an A build for like the meme factor, because it's totally memey. Literally no one is doing this. This is such a stupid idea. But for like the actual quality of the build, as like it can kill all in-game bosses, like yeah, even if I got another gem level on my amulet and shield and another one on the helmet and another one on the weapon, all of those levels would still only be like maybe 13, 15, 20,000 skeleton life. So like I think that maybe you can get this poison damage maybe in like the few millions, maybe like 4, 5, 6 million poison DPS. I don't know. I don't want to put all these numbers into Path of Building because I just want to play the game, and I hate that I have a full-time job. I don't want to like do extra math. I just want to play and kill monsters. Anyways. Alright, well, wish me luck with my chieftain build, boys. I think I'm going to try to start it later today. We'll see if I have time. Yeah. Till next time.